and welcome. At a time when families in Assam are dealing with the loss of loved ones, homes, and livelihoods, Saraf Furniture has pledged 500 jobs for people impacted by the floods. Raghunandan Saraf, founder and CEO, has joined us for this exclusive interaction on Times Now Digital. The flood situation in Assam remains critical, really, with latest reports suggesting that over 100 people have died so far
Mm-hmm.
and nearly 1.4 lakh
I
have been
know, I know.
affected. Can you help our
Mm-hmm.
viewers understand the
Mm-hmm.
job roles that Saraf Furniture is then offering at the moment to all those impacted, and how many positions have been filled so far?
All right. So job roles will be varying from operations to logistics to back-end operations as well, and to the front-end customer-facing units as well. So we've got about basically five areas of jobs that we'll be filling with the people from Assam. And we have just started working out on it. We've just started this idea and agenda, and we are setting up teams to reach out and to formalize and to actually put this into action. So as of now, we haven't filled any role yet because this is the very beginning of this initiative. But we are hoping to fill at least 150 roles by next week. This is what we are planning to do, and the major areas would be operations and logistics and the backend teams.
How does your firm aim to ensure job security and stability, as well as long
Mhm.
term opportunities for all these people?
Okay, so I think that I should start with answering that. Luckily, in past 20 years of this brand existence, our attrition rate has been just next to negligible. We just had only 1% attrition rate. So that somehow means that people who are joining us do actually find job security here in terms of the culture that we're offering and in terms of the growth that the brand is offering. And of course, all the things required to make sure that the personnel is taken care of in terms of medical, in terms of health, in terms of family relocation. So we provide all sort of assistance with that. But having almost zero attrition rate says a lot about the job security that we can offer to the people joining us.
Now,
Yeah.
your message to all other corporate leaders who may want to step in.
So I would go ahead and assume that everybody, all other corporate leaders are doing equally, for the community and society, and if not more or less. But the only message that I could possibly give is to extend the scope of CSR activities because I think right now maybe CSR has been limited to a few types of activities or actionable things that accounts for CSR, but then everything that one does as a business which helps the community is CSR. So extending the scope of CSR would be my message.
Right, Raghunandan. And lastly, I want to ask you that when your team and you first brainstormed about this, right, what
Hmm.
led you
Hmm.
to pledge the 500 number? What led you to say that okay, now we're going to start doing this from next week, as you said? What really was the reason that drove all of this and put this plan in place?
So we have been discussing about this hiring since about a month now. And during the meeting, one of the team members came with the idea that since we are anyway going to do it, let's do it from Assam. And since the idea was so great that we should just do it, and this is the right time, so we thought to speed up the things and start doing it from next week itself. So the idea came from the team member himself who suggested Assam with the entire hiring, and then we thought let's do it as soon as possible and let's not wait for things to get delayed.
Right. And what are the learnings that you've
Yeah.
had since you've been trying to recruit these people, whether it's in terms of identity, verification processes? Are there any challenges that you all have faced then while trying to do this?
So the challenges that we assume to be facing is, of course, the to match the personnel profile with the job profile. That is one challenge that we might face because I mean it's a substantial number, and we are hoping that we should be able to match the job profile with the personal profile. And in terms of reaching out to them and helping them relocate, also that is also one of the challenges that we need to have some sort of training session for that. So we are still figuring out how to reduce friction in this process, and so which is why it may take a week to for this to get implemented. So the major thing that we are apprehensive about, that they may be apprehensive about relocation. So we need to sort of have a session for that and to match the personal profile with the job profile.
Right. Relocation, when you say so, are you going to help them all look into relocate, or are you going to help them with the skilling and the training? How else are you going to help them?
So some of those who may require to relocate, yes, we would need to help them out in the through the for the entire process, because right now they are coming from a place which is going through this natural disaster, right? So they may not be at the right set of mind to set up everything themselves, and of course our team will be out there helping with anything as any assistance that they might require for relocation.
Right. Well, Raghunandan, thank you for joining us and this great initiative. We hope that these opportunities can help all affected families rebuild their livelihoods in a sense and help them move towards a secure future. Thank you for this interaction with Times Now Digital.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Sakshi, and thank you so much for reaching out to us on this and putting this on your platform so that more people can see what is happening and how businesses can help the communities.